Alexis Bellino blasted by RHOC fans after unblocking comments. Alexis Bellino made a major change to her Instagram profile, and one can only imagine she has to regret it. John Jansen's fiance's social media move comes as her return to the Real Housewives of Orange County gets rockier by the week. Alexis Bellino returns as a friend for season 18 of RHOC. After not being part of the show for 10 seasons, Alexis returned as a friend for the most recent season. Bravo sniffed out that drama was sure to ensue since she was now dating Shannon Beater's ex, John Jansen. When Shannon and John broke up shortly after her DUI arrest, he wasted no time moving on with the former RHOC cast member. Alexis and John came in hot and went after Shannon immediately. They threatened to release video footage of the night. Shannon was arrested unless she repaid a $75,000 loan, a move commonly known as extortion. RHOC fans have been brutal to both Alexis and John on social media, which was not a problem since she had her comments turned off. Alexis Bellino trolled in the comments section by RHOC fans. Following her appearance on WWHL, Alexis made the baffling decision to turn her comments back on in a post about returning to the show. Fans pounced on the opportunity to blast her man, and her bestie, Tamara Judge. The most cringe WWHL ever. "You should just turn the comments off again," wrote one fan. "I've never known a reality star to be as hated as you and Tamara. And not in like a, oh, we love to hate them kind of way, just an actual, we really can't stand you both and want you gone from the show. It's embarrassing," another shared. "Using blackmail as a storyline to get your foot in the door? Very ungodly," pointed out a third. "The fact John admits to blackmailing her per a lawyer says it all. I hope you get away from this man. He is truly not a good soul," added a fourth. Alexis has, unsurprisingly, turned comments back off. It wasn't just fans who took aim at Alexis and John recently. On the latest episode of RHOC, it was Emily Simpson's turn. As Emily and Heather Dubrow fought over a dress, Alexis bizarrely tried to make Emily's understandable insecurities all about her. "You're not involved in this. You're a friend," Emily screamed at Alexis on her way out, referring to her status on RHOC. "Shut the f up." New Real Housewives of Orange County episodes air Thursday nights on Bravo. Alexis Bellino, once a staple of the Real Housewives of Orange County, RHOC, has never shied away from the spotlight. Known for her opulent lifestyle, picture-perfect image, and deeply held religious beliefs, Alexis' time on the show was marked by both adoration and criticism. But in a move that many saw as either a step toward transparency or a calculated risk, Alexis recently unblocked comments on her social media accounts, a decision that quickly drew the ire of fans and critics alike. The storm began brewing when Alexis posted a series of photos showcasing a luxurious weekend getaway with her fiancé Andy Bone. The images, filled with sparkling champagne flutes, designer outfits, and picturesque coastal views, were accompanied by a caption that read, "Living my best life, blessed beyond measure. God is so good. #gratitude, #faith, #love." For a moment, it seemed like a standard Alexis Bellino post, aspirational and dripping with positivity. But as fans scrolled down, they were greeted by an unfamiliar sight, a wide-open comment section. It didn't take long for the floodgates to open. "Must be nice to flaunt your wealth while the rest of us are struggling to pay rent," one user wrote. Another chimed in, "Remember when you called yourself Jesus Jugs? How Christian of you to boast like this." Others were more direct, calling out Alexis for what they perceived as tone deafness. "Blocking comments was probably the smartest thing you ever did. Why undo it?" One commenter quipped, earning hundreds of likes. The backlash wasn't entirely unexpected. Alexis has always been a polarizing figure. During her time on RHOC, she was often at odds with her castmates, who accused her of being superficial and out of touch. Critics felt her faith was more performative than genuine, while supporters admired her for standing firm in her beliefs, despite relentless scrutiny. Unblocking comments was, in some ways, like reopening old wounds for fans who remembered her dramatic clashes with castmates like Tamra Judge and Heather Dubrow. Alexis, however, seemed undeterred. In a follow-up post, she addressed the controversy head-on. "I knew unblocking my comments would spark a reaction," she wrote. "But I'm in a place where I'm ready to embrace the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm not perfect, and I've never claimed to be. But I refuse to live my life in fear of criticism. My faith teaches me to love everyone, even those who lash out." Her words did little to calm the storm. If anything, they added fuel to the fire. Fans accused her of playing the victim and using her faith as a shield. "Typical Alexis," one user commented, "always finding a way to make it about her struggle." Another wrote, "It's not about being perfect, it's about being relatable." You're not. But amid the criticism, there were voices of support. "Good for you, Alexis," one fan wrote. "Haters are gonna hate. You've always been true to yourself, and that's what matters." Another added, "People love to tear down successful women. Stay strong and keep shining." The drama didn't stop there. As the online discourse grew louder, former RHOC castmates weighed in, adding their perspectives to the mix. Tamra Judge, never one to hold back, shared a cryptic Instagram story that many interpreted as a jab at Alexis. "Some people never change. Bless their hearts," Tamra wrote, followed by a smirking emoji. Heather Dubrow, meanwhile, took a more subtle approach, posting a picture of herself sipping tea with the caption, "Oh, the irony." The most surprising response came from Gretchen Rossi, a fellow RHOC alum and one-time ally of Alexis. "I think it's brave of her to unblock comments," Gretchen said in an interview. "Social media can be brutal, but if Alexis feels ready to face that, more power to her. People need to remember she's human, just like the rest of us." Despite the mixed reactions, Alexis doubled down on her decision. She announced a new initiative, weekly live Q, and a sessions where fans could ask her anything. "I want to connect with all of you, even the ones who disagree with me," she explained in a promotional video. "Let's have real conversations." The first session was a roller coaster. While some fans used the opportunity to praise Alexis for her openness, others didn't hold back. Questions ranged from her current relationship status with her ex-husband, Jim Bellino, to accusations of hypocrisy. One particularly pointed question asked, "Do you think flaunting your wealth aligns with Christian values?" Alexis, to her credit, answered with poise, "I'm blessed to have what I have, and I've worked hard for it," she said. "But I also give back in ways people don't always see. My faith isn't about perfection. It's about striving to do better every day." By the end of the hour-long session, Alexis appeared both drained and invigorated. "This was intense," she admitted, "but it was also freeing. I'm learning to take the good with the bad, and I'm grateful for everyone who showed up, even those who challenged me." The fallout from Alex's unblocking decision continues to ripple across social media. While some fans appreciate her willingness to engage, others view it as a desperate bid for relevance. Regardless of where one stands, it's clear that Alexis Bellino remains a master at keeping people talking. Whether she's loved or loathed, she's undeniably unforgettable. In the end, Alexis' decision to unblock comments may prove to be a turning point in her public persona. Will she succeed in reshaping her image, or will the criticism ultimately overshadow her efforts? Only time will tell. For now, one thing is certain: Alexis Bellino is back in the spotlight, and she's not going anywhere.